or still?
Yeah, no,
Now, okay. Tell Raquel, please.
I did.
Okay. All right. Well, in this place, because you can only see me, but there's some people here eating. Maybe we should turn the no, but it's okay. That's the good thing about Bible study, that we can eat and have fun. And it gets spicy, so you have a lot of water there. So we continue with our trip on the Apostles' Creed, and it sounds like Assassin's Creed. But it's not Assassin's Creed; it's Apostles' Creed. Okay. Although a lot of people like Assassin's Creed. All right. Okay. Faith and obedience. We as Protestants, we are very keen to place how can I say, and I preach that because so Fiona, because she was there, she's been all my preachings. Faith and obedience. We as Protestants, some people don't like to hear that because obedience, that sounds like we are saved by works. No, if you are Jesus disciple, you have to produce some fruits. So yes, let me take you to this John 15. John 15. John 15. And I think I'm gonna be quick because I think I talk about this. Yes, I talk about this. John 15. I didn't put it here, but let's go to John 15. It says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does not bear fruit, he prunes." So what's the difference between cutting and pruning?
Maintaining,
Yeah.
improving.
But if you cut it, what's going to happen?
Guys.
No, you just you cut the branch, like what we do here when your mom, because your mom is the one that does actually does the cutting. If you ever see the back, she does all the cutting. When I come here, she says, "No, you don't have to do anything." I said, "Oh yeah, okay."
What a wonderful life.
Yeah, she does my work because I just take the branch and I crack it. So when we cut it, it doesn't grow anymore. But what do you do with the roses and with the flowers? You prune it so a new bud can be born. So that's what Jesus is saying. So that's what Jesus is saying. If you says he cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit. So if there's no fruit, what's the point? So that it will be even while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. So, you cut it, and it falls on the ground, it's not going to bud. Although sometimes it buds. Have you seen? But it's going to die. It dies soon. So, no branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. So, it must remain together. So those Christians who say, I can be a Christian but I don't go to church. It's good. I don't go to church. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I can be Christian at home. And yes, you can be a Christian at home, but we are supposed to be one body. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. If a man remains in me, and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. So, if anyone does not remain in me, he is like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be given to you. It will be given you. This is a very hard thing to mean in English because it will be given to you, but it says it will be given you. Doesn't make sense sometimes. See, because you're reading the King James, yeah, New King James,
I'm reading NIV.
NIV. I'm reading NIV as well.
There's different versions of NIV.
If NIV, this is the real NIV.
NIV. Nib.
Yeah.
Pen.
Yes.
Like the literal.
The big one.
No, the other one, the one you're holding up.
Okay, the big one. So read how it reads in yours. John 15.
Yours must be the older version.
No, this is, I'll tell you with year. I don't know if Raquel is reading or Raquel is looking. This is the 1994.
It looks old. She's just playing with it.
They look so,
She's used, but
yeah. So yeah. So let me see how Liam's Bible Liam's Bible. So John 15, it says this. 15 7. 15:7, John. Yes. 15:7 says, "If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you want, and it will be done for you, just like yours. It will be done for you." Uh-huh. But this one is weird. It will be given you.
Maybe it's like your.
No, because I don't think so. Look at this one. Somebody wrote on this. So this is the New King James. Chapter 6:15:7 says, "If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you ask what you desire, and it shall be done for you." Done for you again. What about you, my son? 15:7.
So if you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you.
So mine is the only one that's different.
Wrong.
No, but this is good because I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do it in English as well. How 2 Samuel 17 verse 3 is translated. In the latest Bibles, is translated totally differently. Totally differently. So it's a good thing. I mean, you notice that the Bible say different things, but this is the one true Bible. They're all true, but the translators maybe they take a decision. Okay, this is not. Yes, but remember the New King James says, "If you abide is like the old songs." Yours says remain, but the New King James says abide, and abide. What's the difference between abiding and remaining? What picture abiding? No, abiding doesn't mean
Abide means to like live by.
abide. Abide means to dwell somewhere. Yes, that's what it means. Abide. If you where's your dwelling? Where's your have a look? Yeah, abide.
To obey. To tolerate, obey. I said that.
Let me see.
My God, it made me.
Let me see.
I was an English tutor.
Oh, so 15:7. If you abide in me, and so here what it says. If you remain is to stay in one place. And we sing these are even this is even a hymn. Abide in me. So in this meaning is, I mean, I could be wrong, but in the meaning that I grew up with and I understand this, that we should dwell in Jesus. Abide. But you could be right that also abiding. How do you write it?
Could be right.
It's a double meaning.
Remain and obey.
Yes, trust. No, what abide, yeah, abide.
Yeah.
If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you will ask what you desire and it shall be done. It says here, if you remain in me and my words remain. Because if he's obeying, then you has to be translated. If you obey me and my words obey in you, doesn't make sense. So abide must mean
You obey me and my words
obey in you. No, obey in you.
obeyed in you.
It doesn't work like that. So this is like, and you know when they're translating the Bible, that's how they are. They're all talking about one thing. They're all talking. I see the picture. They're all talking about this word. How do we translate it? What do we want to say?
I mean, you could easily, if you're gonna translate it, you could easily be like, if you obey in me and my words, you obey.
Yes. It could, but to me, this is weird.
Doesn't it mean the same thing?
Hmm?
It says abide.
Yeah, abide. Here is abide. So, because abide, when we sing the hymn,
That one makes me.
abide in me, we cannot say obey in me. It doesn't make sense if you say that. So abide,
Follow me.
it's a place where you live. So anyway, I have to look at the Greek.
What?
The Greek, and I don't have it here. Unless if I don't have another phone. If I have the phone, I just fire up the Greek. No, that's okay. That's okay. No, because it's in the Greek. But this is but just like but this is a good exercise, so you know how it works when they're translating. So everybody's saying, no, I think we should go this way. I think we should go this way. And I'm going to give you another example. So you are 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel. That's the big harder, my son.
Verse 8, no?
2 Samuel is in the Old Testament. So 2 Samuel, chapter 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
The John one was 1 to 8, yeah?
Yeah, 1 to 8. Yeah, that's 17, 1, number 3, 73. And bring all the people back to you. The death of the men you seek will mean the return of all. All the people will be unharmed. What does yours say?
Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing.
Mhm.
And bring all the people back to you. The death of the men you seek will mean the return of all. The death of David. All the people, all the people will be unharmed. Let's see what the New King James says.
Where are you reading from?
2 Samuel, chapter 17. Chapter 17. 2 Samuel, chapter 17, verse 3. Let's give you an example how things are translated. Can you read yours, my son? You found it? 17:3. Only one verse. 3.
And bring all the people back to you. The death of the man you seek will mean the return of all. All the people will be unharmed.
Okay, but listen to this one. Then I will bring back all the people to you when all return except the men whom you seek. Then all the people will be at peace. Change. It changed, okay? This is one of the most difficult verses to translate. And then let me see what Leon's Bible says, because Leon's Bible may say something that you may that you may like. I haven't read this one, so 17:3. No, see, this is not saying. Okay, but at least it gives me it gives me the alternate reading. So in the text it says this. It says this, and bring all the people back to you. When everyone returns except the men you are looking for, all the people will be at peace. But there's a thing at the bottom. Return to you as a bride returns to her husband. You seek the life of only one man, and all the people will be at peace. So this is even more. This one adds something.
The bride is the church?
No, this is in Samuel's time. They didn't think about that. Reads to you as a bride returns to her husband. So which is it? Not confusing. I'm going to teach you something. Does this put your salvation at risk? No. So we don't have to worry about that. But for people like me, we have to, the word in Hebrew, we have to know what it's saying. Because in those, they say one thing, and in this one, it says the same thing, but at the bottom, it tells you some other manuscripts say this. So that's different. But I like it when it says, as a bride returned to her husband. So when you see my video, you understand, and I'll give you the link because I have to explain that. So I'm going to explain how there are 3 letters, and the vowels, you know, the in Hebrew they change, so it means something totally different. So that's where the issue is. So translating the Bible is not so easy. It's not so easy. And you heard how Hebrew is. Jajobel. I like it when I hear that.
Is he calling you a role?
No, he's. I don't remember. Jobel means jubilee, but in that passage means something else. Because Jobel is like it's a big entry in the dictionary of biblical Hebrew. Okay, so let's go back to the paper. This is sometimes I like mentioning these things because there's no like mystery in the text. All you have to do is read a bit more, and you'll find out. But you need like I'll show you this one. See, look at this Bible. It has 17:3. It takes you down there, so it gives you a footnote. Some Bibles give you footnotes. Not all of them. This one, I don't think that the one 17:3. No, but it has to have a footnote or something at the bottom of the page to tell you that in the Hebrew or the Greek.
No, I don't think so.
Let me see. No, I don't think so because mine doesn't have it either. Can I have it? Can I see it?
No, it's okay.
Some Bibles included, and then I got mad because one Bible did it and the other one didn't. No, 17:3. No, that's not saying it.
It's something.
Yes, and bring the people to you, death of a man who was sick. No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Yeah, the other NIVs, except for Liam's Bible. Yes. All right. Well, so the thing is that we have to trust and obey. So we go to faith in the balance, reason and doubt, and this is where this is why it's going to be so short today. Christianity. So we're here now, Natalie. Page 3.
Faith in balance.
Yeah, faith and balance. Because we did all of that. We did last time. I saw John 15:13, and I remember now. So Christianity invites an honest discussion about reason and doubt. Unbelievers frequently mock faith as a desperate, blind leap in the dark that ignores reality. So it means that some people say, yes, I so much wish that this would be true. I wish that God would exist. No, but if the Bible says that those who seek Him must trust that He exists. So that God exists. However, faith is actually a leap into the light. Viewed through the lens of faith, science, logic, and philosophy suddenly become coherent. So if we look through the lens of faith, science, logic, and philosophy suddenly become coherent. And who can tell me what philosophy is? Philosophy. Maria, you've been doing the Greek for next year. You do it next year? No?
Greek mythology.
Yeah. So who knows about philosophy? What is philosophy? You should know. You have a master's degree.
Yeah, but like those people are really annoying.
Philosophers.
No.
Philosophy is the love for knowledge. And how do we know? Like a philosophical question is, how can I be happy? How can one be happy? That's a philosophical question. And that's existential, meaning that what we're living now. So philosophy is how we get to know things, uh, how we understand each other, philosophy. The other thing is there are good philosophies which aim to make us a better person. Like they always ask you, why are you feeling this way? So you explain, I'm feeling this way because I haven't eaten all day. So how can you remedy this? Oh, by Auntie Erica giving us food. So that's why is it philosophical? Because it sounds dumb, but it has a logic. It has a logic. So everything that tries to be logic, that's philosophy. I think, therefore I am. You know how you heard that? I think, therefore I am. Because Pascal, he was a Christian. Pascal, if you don't think, then do you really exist? And this is a philosophical question. Why? Because if you lose, if I lose all my consciousness and I stay as a vegetable on a bed for 10 years, am I really there, or my mind is somewhere else? And that's why, but we as Christians, we believe that if you're alive, then we have to respect your body. But some people say, no, it's okay to turn anything off or not to feed a person. Why? Because that person is not living the life that should be living. But let me ask you one thing. This is philosophy again. Who in this room is really living the life that they wish they could be living? I'm happy with my wife and kids, but I want a better house, or a better car, or a better kitchen, a better stove.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
you want gas?
Yes, yeah. What gas? Yes. Oh, how do you know? I'm
Gas
envy
is better.
of your house. Or your house is also electric.
No,
See,
gas is better.
see, gas.
Gas is better.
So that's a philosophical question. Who is so? So that's when people say euthanasia. Yesterday, I saw Andrew Denton on the ABC. Now that they have this new, we have a new premier here, a new premier in Victoria. He may be more open, or Albanese may be more. Albanese opposes euthanasia, and you know what euthanasia is, yeah? Dying. Euthanasia is that, let's say, if I'm so sick, Maria, and you cannot withstand looking at me like suffering, so you said, please kill my dad. But usually in these countries, that the person suffering takes the decision. But what happens when that person is not able to take the decision? Who's going to take that decision? Next of kin. But do they have the are they in the right of letting you die and not trying to keep you alive? I mean, if I cannot feed myself, yeah, maybe that's it. Because one of our church members, he died years ago. He was 98. so he's, hear the throat inside. If the skin thinned so much that he wasn't able to swallow anything anymore, and also he couldn't breathe. So he was going to be a nasty death. So he died. He suffered the last hours. So the question is, do I let my mom or dad or my brother, my sister, or my husband or wife or my kid suffer that, or do I just end it when they are still comfortable? So that's a philosophical question. What do we do? And that's also called ethics, the way we carry, or because in your line of work you need a lot of ethics because of these disabled persons. So yes, so that's a philosophical thing. So if we're Christians, we understand that we have to respect the body. We have to respect the body. We are not allowed. We are not supposed to say, okay, you're just a piece of meat. If you die, that's it. No, we have to respect the body. So that's why it says, viewed through the lens of faith, meaning biblical knowledge, science, logic, and philosophy. So it's a logical to see what they did in Greenland, in Iceland. I don't know if you knew this, but in Iceland there's no Down syndrome babies. But why? Why do you think? Yes, they got rid of them. They got rid of them all. Is that a logical thing? That's a logical thing to do. Hey, these people are a burden to society, because they are. But we value them as humans because of our faith. Because even though they may have a problem with their thinking or with their intelligence, it does not take away the image of God in them. So, and that goes for even as Christians, even with some things that we disagree. Some Christians in the USA and some other places, they want to do away with gay and lesbians and all these people. They said, we should just throw them in an island and let them die. But then again, they are holding the image of God, degraded as we may believe they are in the image of God. But again, the question is, who doesn't have the image of God degraded in them? Everybody, because everybody sins. No one is beyond. I don't know. No one cannot stop sinning. And in God's eye, your sin, this sin, is as big as maybe hitting someone in your heart. So the image of God that's important. See, this is a very philosophical thing. This is what we talk about in seminary all the time. So logical. Is it logical to kill these babies? No, it's not. It's a right to kill these babies. Well, from the government's perspective, it is, because we don't want to pay for those. But from a mom's perspective, when you're born, when mothers have children, usually maybe 99%, they no doesn't matter how the baby comes, they love the baby. It's like something like you love the baby because it's yours. I mean, came out of you, women. They are 9 months. You felt how you grew. I mean, and I saw you guys touching, going like this at your mom's belly. So you love the baby, and you haven't been parents, but it's quite weird because you're starting to love this little thing that is inside. Oh, I can see the head, I can see, and you can't wait to see the baby get out. So, and when the baby's born, if she's deformed or with Down syndrome or with other things, what do you do? Do you put it down? I remember there was a pastor who they had a baby, and the baby was born without a brain. So the baby in San Jutz, we went to their house. Remember? Because I asked them, so what's happened? And you can see that the head wasn't round. The head was like smashed. So it was born without brain. So she said, "Oh, this is I don't forget her name. She was with us like for 10 hours. So they still." So that's how important these things are for us. So they honor the baby because even though she doesn't have a brain, she didn't have a brain, she still God's image. But that's a Christian thinking. Materialistic thinking would say, that's it, good riddance. No, but they were still hurt because they lost their daughter. So that's what we say. I believe in God the Father. So if he's a father, he's gonna love everybody, and that's what Jesus says. Jesus said about the Father, He sends rain upon good people and bad people. And sometimes we only want to see the image of God in the people we see coming at church, well dressed on Sunday, smelling good like you, like today.
It's not about like dressing intentionally or putting effort. You're coming to pray.
Yes.
And naturally, like, that's what you do before you pray as well in private. You cleanse yourself and then.
I don't. Sometimes I just woke up and Lord. No, but I mean but you know what I mean. If somebody comes to church and smells or is all tattooed, even the face, or has a very weird haircut.
Well, they're not considered then.
Yeah, but the thing is that they hold the image of God still,
Mhm.
and maybe God wants them like that. Well, see, that's the thing. Maybe we want them change because we want them to conform to our church, the way we dress, the way we do things. But sometimes some people are not going to change. So what do? Do we put up? This is like, I'm sure Erica wants me to change a lot of things. No? Okay, I'm perfect. Oh, good. And I'm sure even do your sisters, you wish Andrea would be this way or Fiona would be the way. Yeah, or she's perfect. She's the perfect sister.
I don't know if Fiona change.
Yeah.
Fine as she is.
Oh, that's love.
I
See?
can put up with her temper.
I can put up to.
God would bless this.
I
Yeah, yeah.
actually am happy
Well,
with that one.
imagine that. That would be a miracle. Mingle. Like what? You'll be famous.
Sugar is one.
Yeah. So those things, we all wish the things would be different, but through our faith we see things, or science, to say finally, because I wanna talk about that, or science. We know that science helps us. Science can help us, like uranium. With Iran, what's all the issue with the nuclear bomb. But if you're sick and if you have cancer, when they take you to the hospital, what do? They put you to uranium stuff so they can kill the cancer as well. So science can do a very good thing, which is trying to cure you, but also can come up with something that can kill the hundreds of thousands of people with one bomb. And the bomb is this big. It's not even, there's more now. I mean, a little boy and big boy, I remember, if you've seen the picture, they were humongous, like 3 times me or 4 times. But now you can carry a nuclear bomb that is 100 times stronger than that in a briefcase. Imagine that. So science, through our faith, science has to be used for the good of men, not for the destruction of men. Doubt is a realistic part of the journey and can even serve as a pathway to a stronger, more mature faith. So there's the goddess of reason. In 1793, during the French Revolution, a Parisian, somebody from Paris, courtesan, was enthroned in Notre Dame Cathedral as the goddess of reason, standing as the ultimate cultural insult against the Christian faith. Because what he's saying is that reason is even higher than God. Our reasoning is higher than God. No, human reasoning is the highest thing you can get. God does not get involved in that. You are smarter than God. That's what they're saying. So they put this lady inside a cathedral, Notre Dame. Remember the Hunchback of Notre Dame? You know that. So they put that image of the lady inside the cathedral, meaning God is done. We don't need him anymore. All we need is reason. That's why you have the Enlightenment. That's the time. This is when the Enlightenment, if you've done history, world history, the Enlightenment, that's why they call it. That's when they call the Dark Ages. Because according to them, now we use reason. The Dark Ages was the time when the church was in charge. Those were the Dark Ages. But now we have Enlightenment. Now reason rules. And you know what brought us? What reason brought? I mean, it brought good things. I mean, it brought the Industrial Revolution, but it also brought communism and many other things, many other reasonings. So, relevant Bible passages on reason and doubt. John 8:12. Who wants to read? Who wants to read John 8:12? And I'll read Colossians 1:17. Colossians 1:17. I know what that is, but so you got it. So who has John 8:12? David. No? You? Okay, you read it.
Dispute over Jesus' testimony. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life.
So he's the light. So if you're not walking in Jesus, you don't have light. And that's the thing. And this is from the beginning of the gospel. I like now making from the beginning of the gospel, he says that he's the light, because see what he says here in chapter 1. John, the word became flesh. Okay, here it is. Through him all things were made. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness was not understood it. There came a man who was sent by God, who from God, his name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning that light, so that through him all men might believe. He himself was not the light. He came only as a witness to the light. So already from chapter 1, John is telling you who the light is. That Jesus says that he's the light of the world. But in John, in Colossians 1:17 17 says the following: He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. And that's what has always caught my attention. When you see baby Jesus, in the song it says that he doesn't make any noise. Remember? I don't remember how we only sing it once a year, so that's what we. No crying he makes. You reckon Jesus never cried? Never poo? Never pee as a baby? Yeah? Never ate or something like that. So imagine Mary cleaning the baby Jesus, and in that baby Jesus, he held the whole universe. So this is a mystery. I don't know if Jesus, when he was little, he said, "Oh man, I soiled myself again." I don't know if he was thinking, but apparently he held everything together, even when he was a baby. So yeah, this is a mystery. But the thing is that we believe that Jesus is the one holding everything together. Again, he is before all things. So he is before everything. And it doesn't mean that he was made, because Jehovah's Witnesses, that's what they believe, that Jesus was made by the God the Father. He was created. No, he is before.
Some angel or something.
Yes, some angel, they think that he was Michael the angel in the Old Testament. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. All things. And I like number 16. For by him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers. And here is that it's not talking about thrones like the king, like the British king, or the Swedish king. Okay? Hey, we like Prince Charles. Nah. Yeah, king. So thrones or powers, rulers and authorities.
Nice, auntie.
Rulers and authorities. What happened with this? Rulers and authorities. So rulers and authorities, these are the spiritual powers that we're fighting against all the time. So he is everything. So Jesus is the light of the world and the cosmological glue in whom all things hold together, making sense of the cosmos. So it sounds bad to some people that say that maybe they are like Neo Nye, the science guy. Yeah, Bill Nye, the science guy. But he's not actually a scientist. He's a mechanical guy. His PhD is in mechanics, not in science. But there's the other guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson. He used to. I hear him every week. Actually, I think he used to believe in God when he was little. He used to go to church, but then now he doesn't believe in God. He believes in what he can see. And yes, well, yeah, we need to see. But like what happened on Sunday, Arthur said that they prayed for someone who has cancer and they believe that they're getting better because it was terminal. Yeah, she was gonna die, and then she got better. In your case, you were going to have something done, and there's nothing. And like I said on Sunday, I can believe that your mom was happy. You were very happy, and your
I
sister.
stopped praying for it
Mm.
after a while,
Mm.
but then I think others were also praying for me.
Mhm.
It helps when other people
Mhm.
pray for you because others it helps.
Yes, I know. Well, there's other things that you can have doubts, and that's the thing. And listen, Natalie, everybody here, you can have doubts of God. If you read the Psalms, what are you, Lord? Are you asleep? Why are you not helping me? So, because sometimes at church, and maybe even what you get from, like I have my children, what they get from me is the impression that if they doubt that there's a God, that they are doing something wrong. That will be the impression, not Maria. Like if I say, like if you doubt God, oh, that will get mad or something. Yeah, or you don't care. So that's the impression that a lot of people get. So, but you can have doubt, and this is, and I like this one because this one talks about this man, Mark 9:23 to 23 and 24. It says this. About a father. I'm gonna start reading from 14. When they came to the other disciples, they saw a large crowd around them and the teachers of the law arguing with them. As soon as all the people saw Jesus, they were overwhelmed with wonder and ran to greet him. What are you arguing with them about? He asked. A man in the crowd answered, Teacher, I brought you my son who is possessed by a spirit that has robbed him of speech. Whenever it seizes him, it throws him to the ground. He foams at the mouth, gnashes his teeth, and becomes rigid. So this is like epileptic seizure, you know. I asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they could not. Oh, unbelieving generation, Jesus replied. How long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy to me. So this is Jesus got back. So okay, he's not talking like very like Jesus of Nazareth, very soft. Now he's a real man. So they brought him. When the spirit saw Jesus, it immediately threw the boy into convulsion. He fell to the ground and rolled around, foaming at the mouth. This man like Neymar, rolling on the ground like and foaming. Jesus asked the boy's father, "How long has he been like this?" From childhood, he answered. He has often thrown him into fire or water to kill him. But if you can do anything, take pity on us and help us. So imagine a father asking, please, Lord, please, this is my son. If you can, said Jesus, everything is possible for him who believes. Immediately, the boy's father exclaimed, I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief. Oh, I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief. And the last time I experienced something like this was when Maria had her operation here. And I was praying and praying and praying. And the doctors, they always have to tell you the worst thing that can happen. She can lose her voice. And I was so bad. And I remember when she went into the operating room and we were going around, we went to eat and we were walking. And then when they called us, I remember when they called us that everything went, and the doctor said everything went well, even better than we expected. And I remember we were getting out of the elevator, and I leaped. I was so happy, and I said, "Lord, thank you. You answered my prayer. You took care of my daughter." So imagine how much we love our children, and how God cares about us. But we sometimes doubt. And he says that he wants Jesus to do something. Please help me. But if you can't do anything, take pity on us and help us. If you can, Jesus said, everything is possible for him who believes. Immediately the boy's father exclaimed. So he didn't say, I do believe, help me. No, I do believe, help me overcome my unbelief. So he knew that it was very hard for him to believe that Jesus could do it. When Jesus saw that the crowd was running to the scene, he rebuked the evil spirit. You deaf and mute spirit, he said, I command you, come out of him and never enter him again. The spirit shrieked, convulsed him violently, and came out. The boy looked so much like a corpse, like that many said he's dead. Oh yeah, you're gonna help my son, and he dies. But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him to his feet, and he stood up. After Jesus had gone indoors, yeah, well, then that's it. That's what he. So see, so you can ask God for something, and but you can still have some unbelief, like unbelievable. Lord, please help me. But don't feel guilty if you don't. Sometimes it's very hard for us to believe, and you have Jesus right in front of you. but very hard. So John 20, 25, and 27. John 20, 25. Thomas, the famous unbeliever, Thomas. 20, 25, and 27, but I'm going to read from 24. Now Thomas, called Didymus, was one of the 12. See, one of the 12 disciples. He saw Jesus do all the miracles, but he didn't believe that he came back from the dead. One of the 12 was not with the disciples when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands and put my finger where the nails were and put my hand into his side, I will not believe it." Again, this is bad for Jehovah's Witnesses, because Jehovah's Witnesses says that Jesus was crucified like this, yeah? Have you ever seen it? Maria? They said that Jesus was crucified like this. You never seen it, yeah? But that's what they said. But look how many nails go into if I'm crucified like that, how many nails into my hands? Okay, listen to what he says. But he said to them, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hand and put my finger where the nails were and put my hand into his side, I will not believe it." A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Shalom. That's what he said. Shalom. Then he said to Thomas, so he heard him, "Put your finger here, see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe." Thomas said to him, "My Lord and my God." So he didn't believe, because it's very hard. Sometimes God asks us to believe the impossible, what we think that is impossible, but not all the time. So we have to overcome this unbelief. So there you go here. Thomas, the quintessential rationalist. "Unless I see, I believe," who demanded physical proof before believing, to whom Jesus mercifully appeared and said, "Stop doubting and believe." So when you get married, you make a promise to love in health and in sickness and in richness and in poverty, or how do we say? And poor, yes, and poorness, or poor, yeah, poor. Okay, wealth and richness and in poorness, or poor and in sickness and in health. Because what happens if you marry someone and they get sick right away? Because you're married, because you made a promise. So getting married is not it's not an easy thing. But you see a lot of people who get married and if the husband or the wife get sick, split. I don't want to. I didn't sign in for this. So why did you say what you said when you got married then? In sickness and in poor, in riches and in health, in wealth.
I didn't mean it.
They didn't mean it. But you are saying, but whoever is listening to this is by faith. Okay, I trust you that you will stay with me, stick with me. What if I have an accident and my face is destroyed? Will you still love me?
So wear a mask.
You wear a mask. Or reconstruct the face and make it better, yeah? Scar.
Plastic in here, in this part of the face. So
This is missing part of the series.
I think so. So he was fine with the wife.
Yeah, no, the wife was fine with him because
Also left his wife.
yes, huh?
Singer.
Yeah, she got cancer, and he couldn't take it. The guy who sings Despacito,
Yeah.
the first wife. So the thing is that you make a promise, and sometimes you have to have faith in something that you haven't seen, that it hasn't happened. So you have to have faith that this person will do. It's like Maria. Every day she has faith that I will pick her up. Yeah. That's why when I don't, I have to call her and tell her.
You have
Text.
to message.
So Jude 22, the book of Judas. It's funny that in Spanish we say Judas. She's called Jude 22. Jude 22, and I want you all to read it or to listen to it. Jude 22. Is that the book before? Yeah, good. So Judas.
Just one.
Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Yes, verse 22. What does it say? Read it.
Be merciful to those who doubt.
Okay. Be merciful to those who doubt. Don't be like, oh, you doubt? Unbeliever. Be merciful to those who doubt. And I have had to learn from that because I haven't been merciful. I've been very Erica when I was younger. I used to get very mad at people who didn't believe or in the church, who didn't believe or had doubts. Why are you doubting God? I mean, don't you have enough faith?
Did you hit them?
No. Because if you say, maybe I can start with
Be careful, feminist thought.
So, but with the church, we kind of like judge people if they don't believe. Yeah, we judge. Oh, how come you don't have this faith like mine? I have a bigger faith than yours. Yeah, maybe in this area, but what about in this other area? Some people have faith that their bank account will get bigger. But what about faith of having? You're laughing now.
Don't worry.
But what about having faith of that your mom will live through a disease, or your daughter, or your son, or yourself? So we have to be merciful, and this is kind of Christian character. We have again be merciful to those who doubt. So let them come. So let them grow. You help them in their way, but it's like the Boy Scouts. In the Boy Scouts, there's this law: you walk as fast as the slower guy who's slow. How would you say that?
Same place, I guess. But like teamwork.
Walk as fast as the one who's behind, walking the slowest. So you go with them because you walk, and you put up with it. But no, sometimes at church we want everybody to walk in a certain way, in a certain velocity. All of us have to walk the same way. And no, not everybody's gonna walk the same way. And I, as a pastor or as a leader of the church, I have to go back and get my sheep and help not beat it with the whip. But it's not the whip; it's the el callado. I don't remember how to say that in English. With the staff, yeah, but yeah, staff. I don't because the staff it goes like this, So one part is to hit them because sometimes you have to hit the sheep so they know, and the other one is to pull them in. So both you as a leader, you have to know where to pull in and when you have to draw attention. Okay, so but you heard these things that also the shepherds break the little lambs, not the little lambs, but the sheep's legs. Have you ever heard that?
No.
No? It's good. It's good that you never heard it because this is like a eternal tale in Christianity. Have you seen have you seen this painting of this man with the sheep on his? So a lot of people believe this is not true, but a lot of Christians believe in English speaking, Spanish speaking, everybody believe that there's this tale that when a sheep misbehaves, the pastor breaks the leg, so the sheep learns to be with the pastor. So that puts him on his shoulder, and go with her, and the sheep goes with him everywhere. So the sheep gets used to him. The thing is that's a lie. That's a lie. Because they're not his sheep; they're somebody else's sheep, and you don't wanna. That's why you're the shepherd. You're supposed to take care of the whole body of the sheep,
And not push them away.
not push them away or not break their legs. But a lot of pastors, yeah, but but a lot of pastors believe that they have to break people's legs, and that's not good theology, because Jesus doesn't break our legs.
He meant it.
Okay, he mends them. Yes. Okay, the last one. Go back to John 6:68 and 69. This is a long chapter. John 6.
Get there to
Not the last one.
right.
John 6:68. Okay.
He's on his time.
Okay, 68 and 69. Yeah, 6 says, Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. We believe and know that you are the Holy One of God. We believe and know. So he's sure that he's the Holy One of God. You're reading something else, or
Can I see?
you don't believe what I'm reading?
John 6:68.
Yeah.
Also just had added words, that's all.
Oh.
We have come to believe, but that's
So we have come to believe. So he says here, we believe and know. We have come to believe, yours says, yeah? That you are the Holy One of God. So the idea is this, that Peter brilliant responds when others abandon Jesus, because Jesus just asked them in verse 66. 66 it says, from this time many of his disciples turned back and no longer follow him. You do not want to leave too, do you? You do not want to leave too, do you? Jesus asking them. Jesus asked the 12. Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. We believe and know that you are the Holy One of God. And this is a song, we believe and we know. And I like this song. I'll put it afterwards. It's a Christian song. ¿Qué pasó, Mason?
Your phone's at 15%.
Okay, that's it. That's good. I'm about to finish. So we believe and know. That's the important thing. We believe and know. Who's that? Well,
that.
him.
That's you.
Okay, faith and mystery. This is the last part. Faith and mystery. Ultimately, faith means following Jesus into the mystery of God's unfolding plan, because who knows God's plan? Nobody knows God's plan. That's why you don't know. Maria knows God's plan, because that's what the Calvinists say. They say the hidden plan of God. Every day is another unwritten page in the divine drama of the church as we march toward the new heaven and new earth. So there's the mystery novel. Like a fun mystery novel, we already know that the hero ultimately wins and sets the world right. But we get to delight in the daily surprise of discovering exactly how he will accomplish it. It's like when you go and see Star Wars, you know that at the end, the Jedi's will win. even in the in the which one? In the first ones, in the when they went back all the way to the beginning of the story, not in the middle, like they start in the middle, they knew that Luke, no, they knew that there was gonna be a conflict, but you knew that the good guys will ultimately win because there's no, huh?
No,
You didn't know.
I don't like that.
You don't know what you're missing. What about Odysseus, the Odyssey?
I want to go watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I want to go and watch it too. What about Spider-Man?
Yeah, I want to go watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so Spider-Man will suffer a lot, and at the end he'll come through. Yes, yeah,
He's a vigilante, but he's still a hero.
yes. And he always has to deny himself. So that's the mystery. Pop culture exploration. See, taking a leap of faith is like Neo taking the red pill in the Matrix. Have you ever seen that movie, Maria? Matrix?
Yeah.
Okay, you? No. Yeah, you have. So you take the red pill or the blue pill. With the red pill, you will yes. But with the blue pill, you're gonna go to sleep and nothing happens. So which one do you wanna take? The blue pill, so nothing happens. Or Alice following the white rabbit down the hall in Alice in Wonderland. It is born from a curiosity that refuses to settle for answers devoid of the transcendent. So you want to know, like Disneyland. I've been to Disneyland, and I can tell you everything about Disneyland. But unless you go, if you go into the experience, unless you go, once you go in there, you kind of like everything changes. The whole feeling in the people that work there, they make you feel like you're really in Treasure Island. When I went to Treasure Island, or when I went to the Tron exhibit, you really feel like you're in the movie. Or when I went to Universal Studios when I was 10, and I was riding in my head, I was just riding a bike and going like this. But then they put me on the screen, and I was riding with E.T. across the moon, like in E.T. Yeah. So there's some things that I can tell you everything about it, how it feels, but only when you experience it, you're gonna know it. So Jesus is the same. You can tell people about Jesus, and this is good for me. A lot of biblical scholars, they know about the Bible back and forth, and some of them are not Christians. They just see this as study, like studying a book, like studying the Pharaohs, like studying Romans or Greek. but we I lost my yeah, lost it. Yeah, what I was talking about now. Yes. No, I really lost it. Okay, well, I lost it, so I'm gonna read this. Yeah. 12:17 of Revelation. Then the dragon, no, this is it. Yeah, Revelation 12:17. Then the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to make war against the rest of her offspring, those who obey God's commandments and hold to the testimony of Jesus. So the thing is that who is the dragon having a fight with? Who is the dragon having a fight with?
Like her kids. So the mankind, basically.
Yeah, but who? Specifically, who does he say that's having a go against? It says there. No. Then the dragon, yes, that the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to make war against the rest of her offspring, those who obey God's commandments and hold to the testimony of Jesus. Hold to the testimony of Jesus. So, obey God's commandments and hold. And holding means that when do you hold?
When you're weakest.
Imagine today was windy, yeah? If it's very windy, what do you do? Yes, you just stay inside. But what if you're outside and the wind blows? You hold. You hold on.
Let it push me.
So the idea is that you hold on. So even though, because here the devil wants to kill him, wants to kill us, the dragon wants to kill us. So we obey God's word and we hold on to the testimony of Jesus. So the testimony of Jesus means His word, the Bible. So even though you may be attacked by the devil, but you remember who's your father. You believe in whom? You believe in God the Father. That's whom you believe. You don't believe in fairy tales. You believe in God the Father, who you know in the Bible and in your life that He has answered prayer many times, many times, many times. So the next tribulation, issue, problem that you have, you can, instead of saying, Lord, you have forgotten me, all you have to do is look back and say, I believe in the past and you answer me. So I believe in the future that you will keep on answering me. That's the way we tackle things. Okay? All right, myself. That's good. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Brightness has gone down.
It's